did and what we didn't do. And I know I trade it all for one more chance with you. You anyway, and I know the situation. I understand this ain't the time or place, but then I see your face. So tell me, baby, baby, what do you want? I want you anyway. I want you anyway, and I know the situation. I understand.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Welcome to the Killer Radio Show on RiverWestRadio.com. I'm Ryan Mason with the cast of Killers.
I'm Jason Hillman with the cast of Killers.
I'm Eric Thorson with Cast Killers. I don't think your thing is plugged
It's another installment of the Killer Radio Show coming to you live every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. from RiverWestRadio.com. We are the radio arm of the cast of Killers. Jason's throwing things at me right now, which seems about par for the course.
Dexterity arm.
I don't know if that's going to work. Tell me if that works.
That is working. Here it
Juice.
is.
Look
at us. Full,
Juiced
full
up.
bore.
Juice in the cans.
Yeah,
Juice
oh
in the
my
cans.
gosh.
Juice in the
I
cans.
haven't heard a phrase like that since I worked at Silk.
Is that when they got pregnant? Welcome to the Killer Radio Show. We got a short special edition tonight. We want to take this time to promote a new comedy open mic. The Roman Coin is a bar on Brady Street, and we're going to go there after this show, and we're going to try and get in for the open mic that starts at 8 every week.
Yeah.
So if you podcast this show and you live in Milwaukee, you can certainly check that out. If you like to listen to us live, I'm not going to hate on that. That's cool, too.
And it's not just comedy. It's also music, too. So if you play guitar, you can show up and open mic it. But you better be funny.
Yeah.
Definitely
If you
bring
play
your,
guitar, do it funnily.
Funnily.
your woeful jams. Please bring the long form poem you've put to music about your grandmother dying. Please.
Yeah.
Show up with that right
and then
after
I'll
Tom
do a set
Abramoff
after
goes
you.
up. Yeah.
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 Oh, I can imagine. I mean, it's hard enough to run an open mic with just comedy. Like adding in somebody who wants to do something serious, it has to be a challenge. So I'm
that just
interested to
gives
see
me
what
like
it is.
mad flashbacks of the Miramar open mic when I
Yeah.
first started. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was always just like going up after a bunch of. I don't know. Have you guys been to the Miramar?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
Giants. It's like the stage is there, and then there's this giant open space with like bleachers on the side and far out in front of you. So it's a bunch of people sitting around with their acoustic guitars practicing, going. You can hear people chattering in the back,
Tuning.
So you get up there and you're like telling what you put a lot of effort into at that point is like,
Which is still stupid.
yeah,
like,
it's just really dumb.
Yeah.
And they go,
yeah, and then they wait around to get up there and sing a song.
yeah.
Last time I did Miramar, I did Eric the Average.
Oh, you
Went over great.
did it? Yeah, yeah. Are you lying?
Absolutely terrible.
Eric the Average is your stage persona as a bad magician, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
An average magician.
Oh, excuse me, an average magician. That's true. That's good. Yeah, I've seen you do this, the Eric the Average, maybe like 3 times, and I don't know if it's ever worked.
I think the shtick is it doesn't work. That's the thing. Like,
Is that the shtick? Because like it certainly doesn't work. I know that.
nailed it then.
We had a good week. We had a lot of good shows.
So subversive.
Yeah. We had a lot of good shows.
you.
Jake Cornelli put on a show at the Circle A.
Yeah, that was a fun show.
I was in that one. Damon Millard was in that one. Jake Cornelli, of course.
Lara Bites.
Lara Bites, very funny. She headlined
Sammy
that.
Rachar.
Sammy Arachar.
That's an
Gary.
awesome lineup.
Gary Z.
Gary Z. Gary was really funny.
Yeah,
it was
Gary
a
did
fun
really
show.
well that night. Yeah. Not to say he doesn't do well every night, but
It's a tiny room. It's very small, but it's
intimate.
But intimate, yeah. It was intimate.
I was in that
Oh yeah, I guess Steve Breeze is in that show too.
Steve was in that.
He's off mic.
That question kind of explains
For a
itself.
reason.
Answers itself.
Somebody else was there.
I can't imagine who it
No,
was.
you actually did. Yeah, Steve had some good crowd work that night.
Good,
With
good.
The woman with the boobs. That was.
Yeah, the one with the boobs.
Yeah, I think everybody got. had
Tell
some
me
fun.
more.
It's
There was a girl and she had boobs.
Oh, that's
And-
that's
and-
very uncommon.
and
Okay.
I think Damon
Obviously.
might have mentioned something in his jokes about it.
No.
No, Steve started.
Damon called out
Steve called
titties.
it?
That's what he did. Damon did
We
that.
can't say that on the radio.
Damon called out boobies in public. Oh my God! Everyone went silent.
Yeah.
Wait, this is new.
Yeah, Steve brought it. How did it go? I don't even remember. Like you had something in your joke about breasts.
That girl's boyfriend when he first discovered boobs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
something about
Steve said he asked
Yeah.
this woman's boyfriend when he first
Discovered.
discovered that boobs were awesome, and he said when I met her, which was like
Cheesy.
really cheesy and sweet for something that kind of wasn't, and then
Yeah.
I guess everybody kind of laughed about it the rest of the night, which was fun. So Steve set that up pretty well, which is good. Everybody got to have fun with that girl's boobs.
Everybody had fun with that
We're
girl's
pretty
boobs.
big.
That's great, Steve. That's great. So that was a good show. I did BBC on Friday, another fun show.
Yeah, that was fun too.
I was featured in a giant poster above Burger Hell, the place that I used to go and get $1.50 cheeseburgers.
Oh, yeah. And
like
PBRs?
every Wednesday.
Me too, yeah.
Yep. $1.20. It used to be $1.25 for a cheeseburger and French fries,
And
Where?
dollar PBRs.
and $1 PBRs at
Yeah.
BBC when I was
Wednesdays.
in college.
Yeah.
But then they raised the rates to like $1.75.
Still, I mean,
and
What kind
you know,
of world?
Mm-hmm.
and it's extra for
we live
cheese
in?
or bacon or whatever
Obama.
else you want.
yeah, I would always get it like with bacon and cheese because I was like, yeah,
That's the fat boy.
yeah, that's what I was getting, and that's what's made me who I am today. So
No, I mean, $5 for a cheeseburger, fries, and a couple of PBRs is a heck of a deal.
Yeah.
Yes,
Especially
it
for
is.
for your body, definitely.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good thing.
For your
It's a good
digestive
thing.
tract, that's definitely a deal.
They include a roll of toilet paper.
I can't.
yeah?
I can't tell you how many like cute college girls used to be there on Wednesday night, just like slamming down a burger.
Just waiting for you to fart on them, right?
Yeah, like all the guys like just holding in farts until they're. You didn't want to go over.
They
by
get
the
back
skee
home,
ball.
it's terrible. I'm imagining.
No, at the BBC, that's why they open the side panels. Just with all the gas.
Yeah,
They
just
just
let
open
it
them
out.
up.
That's hilarious
And
disgusting.
So you did what, Chicago this weekend or what?
Oh no, I had a show at Comedy Sports. Through,
Oh, yeah.
A friend of mine, Dan Vaughn. He's a poet and a producer of sorts. He hosts this thing called Funny First Sunday, which is, I don't know, the first Sunday of every month. I don't know if you got that, but it's
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like when food stamps come out, like that Bone Thugs and Harmony song.
yes, at the
It's
first
the
of the
first
month.
of the month. Wait up, hold up, hold up. It's the first of the month, right?
You're very welcome, audience members, for getting the whitest version of that song ever
I'm
produced.
pretty sure that Bone Thugs and Harmony are white, right?
No.
Because bones are white, and like so they're white
Yeah,
thugs.
no,
bone
I
thugs,
got it.
right?
That's
And you could be white and have harmony.
That's like saying teeth thugs. Yeah, like like Jerry and the Pacemakers or something.
Polyphonic spree.
Yeah, but that's more current than what I said, but sure.
But it was awesome. It was definitely a fun show.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
I should
lot of people
clarify
there.
that the Pacemakers didn't really sing all that much. I mean, really, it was mostly Jerry that sang in Jerry and the Pacemakers. For any fans out there who are like, well, I'm gonna
like
call
I know
in.
that band, but like you should find a song. Find a song on your phone and play it.
I know a song by Jerry and the Pacemakers.
Go for
Let's
it.
let's hear it. Karaoke.
You'll Never Walk Alone is by Jerry and the Pacemakers.
Sing.
Well, it's a cover. Obviously that was an older song.
Who was original?
I don't know, but Elvis also covered it. That's how I know it. Yeah. There you go. There
Sing
you
it.
go. I can't sing it.
You brought it up.
Just the pacemaker part.
And you'll never walk alone.
I need a
Right?
pacemaker.
That's the end of the song.
That got me, like right there, right in my pacemaker.
I
Right?
think you're walking home alone from the show.
I
after
stopped
that.
a few pacemakers with that. Steve, calm yourself.
Stopped a few.
Was that a corn song? What did you do?
Yeah, I don't know.
Herzing University commercial.
No, we're not bringing up my work here, okay?
Trying to play Jerry the Pacemakers.
All right.
Wait, Jerry and the Pacemakers sing the Herzing song?
I wish they did.
The fight song?
That'd be awesome. Well, it's
Let's dedicate
it's
this show
kind of
to
a fight song for Liverpool Football Club because Jerry and the Pacemakers are Liverpudlians.
That's not real.
That is real. That is
Liverpudlians?
That's what they're called, Liverpudlians.
You're a liar.
I am not kidding. That's true. Why would I lie? Why would I lie about
Because you're a liar.
that? So that's probably my favorite song by them.
Liverpudlians.
It's
Yeah,
because
right.
Liverpool,
That's
smaller than a
Steve,
pool,
look
a
that
puddle.
up. That's pretty. That's a
Ah.
fact. It's a fact.
See, it's
Sound nothing like.
a good song.
Yeah.
What am I looking at?
What does somebody from Liverpool refer to themselves as? It's Liverpudlian. I'm telling you that is what it is.
He's gonna shame
Get
us
some
right
culture over there. Jeez.
here. Nah.
Yeah, I'm
Speaking,
good.
speaking of culture, if you got anything you want to add to the show, you can go. You can call us. We'll see if the phone works. The number is 414-935-2951.
Yep.
And you can also, and we would encourage you to tweet the show at Cast of Killers, #Killer Radio.
Yeah. Or you can email us.
#Jerry and the Pacemakers. That's actually 140 characters right there. So just if you want to tweet that, that's cool. I wonder if Jerry and the Pacemakers have a Twitter. Like, what is the oldest like band that has a Twitter? Because you know, like the Rolling Stones have to have a Twitter, right?
Right. Led Zeppelin has to have it.
Yeah, like
Just because, like, they're a big part of pop culture, so they get mentioned all the time.
just like the Beatles have a Twitter. At Beatles Twitter. Find that out. That's got to be something.
Older than that. Let's go older than that.
Older than that, like
Mozart have a Twitter.
Lucille Ball. Does Lucille Ball have one? Post-mortem?
Well, yeah. There's so many dead Twitters.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Or fake Twitters.
Nietzsche.
One
Nietzsche.
Direction just broke 1 million.
What?
followers on
What
Twitter.
did?
One Direction.
One Direction.
Oh, all right. Good for them. Grumpy Cat just broke like a couple 100,000.
Shut your mouth.
Shut your butt.
What's Grumpy Cat?
What's Grumpy Cat? Oh man, Steve, you're gonna have to put that up too. Grumpy Cat's like an internet phenomenon. It's a meme too. It's this cat that looks grumpy all the time. That is what it is. Like it is literally what it sounds like.
I guess
Does
I
this
didn't
make
have
you
to ask.
sad,
I guess I
Jason?
didn't have to ask them.
That's me crying into the mic. This is the world. People are like, the world's not gonna end. It's ending. It's ending. You
Grumpy Cat.
Shut up.
It was voted the most important cat of popular culture by a poll on
Done.
MSNBC.
Done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
right.
world.
Yeah, right.
Jason's packing his things.
You got to be kidding me.
No.
I'm.
Kidding me.
Oh man. You guys, let's just pause right here for a second. Let's just
One more
pause right
time. One
here.
more time. Let's stop.
Yeah.
Eric Thorson wins. Wins the radio.
Yay.
Steve Breeze is confirming that they are Liverpudlians.
Yeah.
Because smaller than a pool is
Wait,
a puddle.
or what?
Or saucers.
Or saucers.
Oh, okay. I don't understand that one.
Yeah.
Maybe they
Their nickname.
maybe they get really drunk.
Well, Ryan, you were
Maybe
right.
they're aliens.
I was right.
How's that feel?
Don't ever doubt me again, guys.
I regret it. I'm sorry.
I
I should have known better.
Apology not accepted. So,
Following my instincts.
so we had a couple of good shows, coming
Yeah,
up. So
Sherman
make sure
Park-
you're checking
Sherman
out
Park was
MKE Funny.
Yeah,
or-
how was that?
Awesome. It was really great.
Yeah, I
Greg
heard it was
Bach-
a good show.
Greg Bach headlined that and did 20 solid minutes.
Nice.
Yeah, and before that he said the only amount of time he'd done is 10, and he did a really solid 20. So
That's
was awesome.
excellent.
What was the room like? How many people were there?
It was just him.
Including all the comics, probably 30.
What?
Yeah,
Nice.
it was packed, like standing room only.
Yeah, it's a smaller place, and
Yeah.
and they do a really nice job of making you feel welcome too when you go there.
Oh
so
yeah,
if you have a chance
is
to go
great.
there, it's
Bob
an
is great.
awesome
He's a really
room.
cool guy, and
Yeah, absolutely.
and they have Altera coffee. So I mean, if you like coffee, you can go there and get a cup of coffee.
ACDC has a Twitter.
That's Altera Coffee.
Easy.
ACDC. Has
But what about Joy Division?
No. Their tweets,
about
their tweets are so
Mozart?
sad they make you kill yourself.
It's just
Mozart?
ellipses.
Is
all
Mozart
the
Yeah.
on
time.
Twitter?
What was I going to talk
Just a
about?
whale. It's just an
Oh.
audio file of a whale.
You know,
Someone going, "Ah."
speaking of talking about our shows and other comics and stuff like that, Cat Williams, famous comic Cat Williams, slapped a Target employee and got arrested since our last show.
Guy's lost his mind. The pressure of being where he's at probably just has gotten to him. So
I feel like
hard.
you're grouping him in with Dave Chappelle.
No, I'm not. Cat Williams has been expected to perform at a certain level since like 2003.
Yeah.
True.
And he's been basically repeating the same shtick since 2003. And
To be fair, it's a funny shtick.
Yeah,
but
it's awesome.
That first special, I forget what it's called, but it's the one where it's all green.
Pimpin's Pimpin' or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's Pimpin'.
Yeah.
That special is hilarious.
It is hilarious.
But he's been doing the kind of the same thing over and over again, and I feel at a certain point you just kind of burn out at that level that he's at, because he's in the stratosphere. He's in the stratosphere for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
And at a certain point, even the hangers-on, you start shedding. So I imagine there's a certain amount of loneliness at a position that he's
So,
at. Like, he's just snapping
But I mean,
out.
like, that's not a good way to handle loneliness, is slapping a Target employee.
I'm sure he's...
What are you saying? Like, maybe he was trying to give her a hug and she recoiled and then he slapped her? Like,
Exactly.
He was just
He's
emotionally
just seeking
bankrupt?
companionship anywhere he can get it.
Yeah.
But I think he's just he probably has a substance abuse problem, too.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I can't really say, like, you know, based on, because I don't know enough about him. I do know that he slapped a
But he's been losing his
employee
mind
at
for a little
Target.
while now. He had a show last week where he did 10 minutes of rambling, raving material that wasn't really material. He just attacked people and then left.
That's kind of cool,
And then people
though.
were demanding their money back. I appreciate that.
He's getting sued for that.
Yeah, I know.
Which is ridiculous.
Well, to be fair, they paid like $65 to watch somebody do a performance, and then he just kind of ran. From an artistic standpoint, I'm like, yeah, you take it to him. But from a professional standpoint, that's some bull. That's ridiculous. And no matter what level you are, you can't
That's
just
some-
like, well, they're just gonna take it.
That's a hey, get a microphone over there, hat. If you want to say, just come up to Eric's mic.
I gotta look up whatever you guys are fucking telling me.
Yeah, well,
And swearing.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
are you
swearing
going to
over
be you're gonna be like our side monkey, or are you gonna be the oracle? Pick one.
yeah, you have to voice in. I liked when we had the mic that we could just put you on. That worked well. I wish we had an extra one. Either way,
We all have wishes. We all have dreams.
Was his first
I think I
let
like
a player play was his first one.
let a play up. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Playa.
I like Cat Williams and
Oh yeah,
but I
his
do
energy is through the roof too. I don't know how he brings that energy all the time. Where it's just like he's a small guy, but like at the end of it, he-
Imagine coke, crack. Imagine bringing that energy for 10 years.
Yeah.
Every single night.
It would
and then
drive
doing
you
that
insane.
in interviews, and then doing that in movies, and like
Yeah.
at some point you're faking it. I couldn't. At this point, he's forcing himself to have that manic energy. He's snapped.
yeah.
You think so? Well, you know, like you should not judge a person by their worst action, right?
But
like,
his worst actions
Jesus,
have been building
Jesus said
up
that.
for a little while.
And it's his birthday this month, so. But yeah, like I mean, that's probably not the worst thing he's ever done is slapped a Target employee. Have you never wanted to slap a Target employee? Might I just put that
I
out
find
there?
them all
Was
to
it
be
on Black
quite
Friday?
classy.
Was it on Black Friday?
Well, if it was on Black Friday, he might have got away with it. Not because he's black, because
It's
like
just
people
a
are
lot of
acting a fool.
chaos, Eric.
okay,
Jesus,
okay,
because
okay.
things
You
happen
racist.
on Black Friday.
This is why there are no Targets north of Green Bay. Because you people can't handle it.
What do you mean, you people?
I mean, white people from Marinette. That's what I mean.
No, they do have a Shopko.
Yeah, just what you deserve.
Shopko?
You get what you deserve, okay?
What the hell is a Shopko?
It's a
No,
cross
I know what it
between
is. Don't
okay.
make it sadder.
It's like a nicer prangy way. It's a nicer Pomida.
They used to have a prangy way.
Yeah, a lot of places.
Prangy way?
Yeah,
I can't even say that without prangy way.
that's what they didn't have those in Iowa. Prangy way. My mother used to take us to the Prangy way to get our school
Don't
supplies.
stop saying it.
Prangy way
My mom used to work there.
at the Prangy way.
I feel like the hyenas say that all the time. Like, say it again. Praggy way. What is it?
Prangy way.
Prangy way. Ooh, say it again.
Prangy way.
Ah!
I can't. Well, is there a worse name of something that is going to be pronounced by people in
Oh,
Wisconsin?
God, Prangy way.
Like it's up there with the
that
worst
sounds
things
like
ever.
a redneck sex game.
It sounds like a redneck stepchild. Like, look at Prangy
You
way
don't
over there.
take care of your Prangy way right now. It ain't my responsibility.
Don't get in my Prangy way. Do not
Hey,
get
that
in
Prangy way's mine.
there. So what was that? Oh, we're talking about
These fingers off my Prangy way.
Cat Williams slapping.
We're gonna do it the prangy way. We're not gonna do it at all.
Well, they're no more. They're no more.
The king of puns.
I guess my point was like whether or not he slapped a Target employee because he's losing it or he had a bad day. Like, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt for at least like 2 more
Well, I
Target
don't have
employees.
a personal stake in it. You keep doing what you're doing, pimpin'. Damn.
Yeah, pimpin' is pimpin'. Like, I'm fine with it. It sort of holds.
Maybe the Target employee owed him money.
Maybe he knew them. I guess I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
Like, maybe Lakeisha was supposed to be paying his bills this month.
We didn't
and
say it was a white person. Or...
I didn't say it was a black person.
No, I'm kidding.
I know plenty of white girls named Lakeisha. Don't give me
Name
that look.
5.
Lakeisha, 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 Lakeisha.
You should have included like Anglo-Saxon white names. You're like,
Lakeisha Smith.
You're right, yeah,
Lakeisha
yep.
Mason. Lakeisha Thorson.
Well, I don't want to give you their last names. That would embarrass them on the air.
That's true.
Asking for
They
too
might have
much.
gotten slapped by Cat Williams. They want to
Right?
keep a low profile.
The names of the innocent have been changed.
I think, would it have been worse or better if it had been at a Walmart?
No one would have cared.
You think so?
It wouldn't have even gotten press.
I feel like Walmart
it
would
would
have
have been.
swept
It
it
would
under
have
the
been a
rug.
picture on Tumblr.
Yeah. Like, I just think if it's like lower socioeconomic status of the employee, do you feel worse for them? Or is it like anything goes at a Walmart in November? You
Yeah.
know, like anything could happen.
Anything goes at a Walmart in July. Let's be real. Walmarts are war zones pretty much any time of the year.
Yeah, not to mention if you're working in the factories that make their clothes.
Yeah.
Because those are in literal war
Well,
zones.
yes. And they're usually on fire.
So
It's
that's
right next to the fireworks.
That's
factory.
one thing I wanted to talk about. One of the things that we've talked about Walmart on this show before, but we also talked about a guy who got a tattoo of the Mitt Romney logo on his face because he, like, I guess he won a bet. I guess you could say he won the bet because if he raised enough money, he was going to get a tattoo on his face. And apparently he did get this Romney logo tattooed on his face. We talked about that on a previous show. But now he has since gotten it removed. He went and had it lasered off his face.
Because
Inexcusable.
he's-
Where's your dedication?
Yeah, where is your dedication to a candidate that lost?
The only thing he has loyalty to is ignorance.
Yeah,
and
that's
looking
true.
like an idiot.
But here's the thing. He said that he wants...
Somebody's having sex with him. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's married. He has a kid. He said that the reason he didn't want to... Jason's throwing things at his microphone now. Still upset. The reason that he said that he was going to get it off is that he reached out to the Romney campaign and officials to get like some sort of promotion with him, to be sort of...
He wanted to be the Romney guy.
Yeah, he wanted to be that guy, and they were like, "No way! Like, you're a crazy person who put a tattoo on your face."
Well, that's what Republicans
And
love.
if you're
is face
relative and you're
tattoos.
middle class, which makes you poor to us, please stop calling us and getting your poor juice all over our receivers.
Poor juice.
Poor juice.
You should coin
Your
that.
poor resin.
Poor juice. I like that.
Yeah, it should be a drink.
Yeah.
It
It
is.
is. And
It is.
every gas station
It's
down
Boone's
Center
Farm.
Street.
It's Boone's Farm.
It's sipping syrup.
Hey, you know what?
This is
Say
zero.
what you will about Boone's Farm.
I will. It's terrible.
All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. So what do you
It's
think
like it's like a classier Mad Dog, basically, which isn't classy at
for
all.
grandmas?
Yeah.
My grandma drinks Boone's Farm.
But she won't drink Mad Dog.
No, that's
Okay,
for
it's the
What's
same
you guys'
thing.
What's your favorite?
fortified wine.
No, Boone's Farm flavor.
Oh,
Vomit.
Fuzzy Navel is a good one. Eric's girlfriend's chiming in with Fuzzy Navel.
Fuzzy
It's a
Navel.
good one.
I like melon ball.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like green.
Antifreeze.
Yeah,
I
melon
like
ball.
green.
Yeah,
Tweet us your favorite Boone's Farm flavor.
Tutti Frutti is not a Boone's Farm
Tweet
flavor.
at Narcissus Moo. Tell me your favorite Mad Dog flavor.
Yeah.
Red.
Are we just skipping over this Romney guy? I feel like you have no reaction to him. Like, you guys are just like, yeah.
Because if we continue to talk about him, we legitimize his existence.
Right, yeah.
The more we pretend he doesn't exist, the more he doesn't exist to us. We shouldn't give him any more credence than he deserves, which is
You
not.
guys are ignoring the
He's-
fact that he's a celebrity we could probably get.
He's a piece
on
of
this
poop.
show.
He's a piece of poop. He's a stain.
What's next? He's getting a Bielema tattoo, or
He's a
what?
semen
Oh,
stain
ugh.
on the comforter of humanity,
All right.
and he needs to be run through
Humanity,
the wash
doesn't
with
it?
some bleach.
I don't picture humanity having a comforter.
He's saying that it is the comforter. Not having this conversation at all.
Okay.
Like I feel like an old pilgrim woman needs to like scrub the blanket
I
really
mean,
hard
like,
on a
did he get it
washboard.
completely removed, or did he turn
She
it into
has
like
to be
something
separate.
else?
He had it lasered off his face, which I think is dangerous in itself. He's like, you know what? I had needles jammed into my face, so let's just skip that and go straight to lasers it right into the side of my face, like close to my brain. Like, let's do that.
Well, that wasn't really a worry for anybody involved.
Yeah, I was gonna say you get a Romney tattoo on your face. I bet there's like something rattling around in your brain, like the loneliest brain
Shake
cell.
for him again, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh man.
I just want to get the tattoo, George. I just want to get the tattoo, and I want the president to be voted in, and I just want to hate the black people. Hate the black people.
I don't even think that he was he was just nut bars. He was like a wrestler.
He was
and like
married.
I know I'm painting wrestlers in a bad light. Ed Nugent's looking at me like, dude's counterculture. You wouldn't understand. They break tables over their backs, but they're brainiacs. That's not true. Jesse the Body Ventura is another person with few brain cells rattling around in his head. I've seen his television show and his radio show, and
my God,
the
he's
amount
so
of bull crap that comes out of that
Wasn't he
guy's
the
mouth is
governor
ridiculous.
of Minnesota?
Minnesota, yeah.
Just because it's liberal doesn't make it
He's a
intelligent.
conspircy theorist. It's all
Yeah,
Yes,
there's
he is a
nothing quite as
conspiracy theorist.
revolutionary as exposing conspiracy theories on
Yeah.
on a TV station.
9/11 was an inside job. Like that's his entire
Says
show.
the show that has commercials on it.
I'm not gonna take political advice from a bald man who wears feather boas and preaches about like how you should not wear underpants because he was a Navy SEAL. Like I'm not doing it. I don't have time for
Although
that.
to be fair, I'm not going to say that to his face, Navy SEAL. You know, with a little bit of standing.
When I was in the movie Predator, I didn't have time to wear underpants at all. And Arnold told me that was a good move, and if I would have been at 9/11, I would have definitely stopped the terrorist attacks with my feather boa.
I think if he learned anything
yeah.
from Predator is that he doesn't have time to bleed.
Exactly.
He doesn't have time to
exactly. And that you should stick around.
Thank you, Ed Nugent. Friend of the show, Ed Nugent.
Ed Nugent.
Father to be. Can we announce that? Ed Nugent's going to be having a girl.
Baby girl, yeah.
I'm happy, you know why?
May God have mercy on everyone's souls.
Now I'm really sure that I'll be able to teach somebody to walk in heels.
He's sure that he'll be able to teach somebody to walk in heels. It was 50-50 on the other end, right? Well, congratulations to you and your beautiful wife. It's gonna be an exciting time. Before we bring on, we're gonna do a shorter show tonight, like we said. We've got Lara Bites in the house, who's gonna head with us over to the Roman coin. First, Eric wanted to break down and explain the fiscal cliff to us, though. So, Jason, I'll just pod us down, and you go right ahead, Eric.
Hold on, should we have some like lead into this?
Okay.
I can do our
Professor Eric Thorson.
I'll do our intro. Why don't you give us a short bio of who Eric is?
Eric, my goodness, one of the most prestigious economics professors in the Midwest.
Give his education credits.
He had tenure at UWM-Madison for quite some time.
Graduate of University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee and University of Wisconsin-Marinette, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right.
Okay,
Wow.
I'm gonna play our intro, and when we come back, this is a
What
short
was your
intro.
thesis on?
Eric is gonna explain the fiscal cliff. All right.
The fiscal cliff.
No, no.
This is gonna be funny.
Killer Radio.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm gonna explain to you what the fiscal cliff is.
Yay!
Yeah. So pay attention. It's well, first of all, it's economics, and and it has to do with Republicans and how they want to push Democrats off a cliff fiscally. And the deadline for the fiscal cliff is coming up because it's the cliff is in close range of us. And then what happens next? Well, then when you're falling from the fiscal cliff, you like scream a lot, and then you fall onto some really jagged bills.
Like in Mortal Kombat.
Like yeah, exactly, like in Mortal Kombat. Yep. And then
Owners like Shao Kahn.
bring it together. And then the finishing move is when you get your head ripped off of your spine. And that's the fiscal cliff, everybody.
That was.
Oh well, thank you, Eric.
My
for
God, that was
explaining
incredibly informative.
fiscal cliff
My
to us.
mind is blown.
I smell regular segment on this show. But Eric
No, that's just the
explaining
smoke coming out of my ears you smell.
Eric explaining complex economics to people. And
I also know a lot about chemistry and calculus. so.
But next week it's art.
I don't know. I mean, if part of the bit, like, I think if to over explain a bit, but like, if we can just turn every news story into a popular Super Nintendo game through your explanation, I think that would be perfect.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you have the sort of willpower to do that, but I believe you can. So next week, tune in when Eric.
That was very inspirational. I felt like a rainbow should have
Yeah.
popped across here.
Wait till next week when Eric explains the Afghanistan war and it turns into Street Fighter.
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
Contra. Let's get real. Contra.
Contra, yeah. Just two guys
Yeah.
and a Konami code.
Yeah. Well,
Two guys, 99 lives. Let's get it in.
we're gonna take a really short break, and we're gonna come back with Miss Lara Bites, who was at the show at Circle A.
Yay, Lara Bites.
One of my favorite comics, who I took second to in a contest one time, and another time I beat. So you could say we're even. And so we'll be right back with the Killer Radio Show on RiverWestRadio.com.
Down by
Welcome back to the Killer Radio Show. I'm joined right now by the lovely Miss Laura Bites.
Well,
Say
hi.
hello.
Well, hi, hello.
Hi, Laura Bites. One of my favorite comedians I have done comedy with in the city, I would say. You can go.
Thank you. You're one of my favorite
Yeah,
comedians.
thank you. Thank you.
city.
Laura and I feel like you've been like in the scene since I started, and that kind of makes me feel more comfortable when you're at a show. So that's always a good thing. But it's good to have you here at the show again.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
So we're getting out of here early to go to the Roman Coin. Are you excited to go do that?
I am really excited. I'm excited to have another mic that I can walk to.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it's like
Yeah.
it's in the heart of the city. I mean, we look at River West as our home base because a lot of us live over here. But having something down by, there's so many things happening by Brady Street, whether
Yeah.
good or bad. Like there, like there are things happening down there. You live down there. What's it like to live down there?
To be honest, I kind of miss River West. I really liked it here.
Yeah, yeah. Because of what do you miss?
Well, I live in an apartment building now,
Mm-hmm.
and so I'm not able to just like step out on my porch and be like, a car just drove by and I saw it. Like all I have is just like
A window.
a view of a condo complex for people who have way more money than I do.
So it's just a constant reminder of your existence. That's awesome. Eric's back on mic. Say hello, Eric.
Hey.
Hey,
And what did you think of Eric's explanation of the fiscal cliff?
I
Spot
thought
on.
it was perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
Do you think maybe he
It was
needs like
concise and
to read a
helpful.
paper like once in a while, or
Nah.
Yeah, I mean, like, you don't know what a fiscal cliff is what I took from your explanation.
that's I think that that's
But I loved it.
about right.
It does have to do with Republicans.
So we did the show at Circle A. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
Wasn't that cool? Like such a small room, like, but what it felt so friendly.
Yeah, it did.
What's like? Have you ever been to a show that like you just it didn't even before you went on, you just felt like I'm gonna be okay. I like this room. Or I know you get nervous before you go on.
I do get really nervous. I have had those moments. I think it's like that show was small, but it was intimate. I think the worst is when it's small and it's not intimate.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's
That's
just,
the
like,
worst kind
four
of
people
boyfriend
sitting
too.
at the bar, like wondering why you.
Small but not intimate.
I got it. I was
already
appreciating
ahead
it. Yeah, and it's just for people who are like, I'm trying to watch the game.
Yeah, that's the worst
Why are
for
you
sure. So this last week, what else did you have going on? I'm sorry to put you on the spot, but
This last
what's
week?
going on in Laura's life?
I just got back from visiting my family. I was up in Minocqua for.
Oh yeah,
2
you got to
weeks.
hang out with like little kids.
Oh my gosh, I had so much fun.
So
yeah.
hanging out with little kids like without the responsibility of being like their parent is
Yeah.
like the coolest thing ever. What do
It's
you like to
super
do
fun.
with the? Is it your nieces?
I have one niece who's 2, and a 4-year-old nephew, and a 7-year-old nephew, and they're all a blast. And I like to just do whatever they want to do. Like, I'll read them a book twice because their parents don't necessarily want to do that, but I'll do that.
Yeah,
'cause
little kids will be like, yeah, we'll do it again. Do that again.
They really appreciate that. Well, they all, especially the younger two, appreciate being able to boss someone around.
Yeah,
So I like
that's
to
good that
be
you provide that.
woman. Yeah.
What books do they read? Like what?
What books do you
Yeah.
want to discuss? The literature the
Frog
literary
and
preferences?
Toad. Are little kids still into like Frog and Toad? Were little kids ever into Frog and Toad?
My 7-year-old nephew would probably be into Frog and Toad. He likes this book series, Junie B. Jones. But that's not that funny. My niece wouldn't stop calling me Grandpa Wayne. She called me Grandpa Wayne the entire time.
Like John Wayne? Did you do a John
No,
Wayne
like
impression the whole
her
weekend?
Grandpa Wayne. Like she
Oh,
has
okay.
a Grandpa Wayne, and evidently he and I are, we're indistinguishable to her.
To be fair, he is very beautiful. So, what was your favorite kid book growing up?
I really liked this book called Eat Your Peas, Louise. I found it at the library one time and read it pretty much constantly until I had to take it back, and then I never found it again.
Really?
I always went and I looked for Eat Your Peas, Louise, and I never
Oh.
found it again.
Well, that's a very good gift if you can find that for Lara for
I
Christmas.
don't know why that had to be such a sad story.
Yeah,
You're
like-
like, what'd you like to read when you were 4? This sad book that I never found again. Sad.
This book that deserted me.
Sad and the sad. Like,
Nice
things.
little window into your childhood. That's good. I liked all the really great books that I got to keep. Those are what I liked. Oh man, yeah, little kids are hilarious, and my mom used to teach first grade, so I would go into the classroom and read books for the classroom. And I can remember nothing made them more angry than if I picked a book that they had already read and I read it and I changed the story or I changed the words that were on the page. But they were first graders, so they couldn't, first graders is how some people pronounce that, but like they were first graders and like they can't read. So like if a kid was like, that's not how the story goes, I'd be like, well,
How do you know?
Yeah, like I'm reading at a college level, so I guess I'm right. Do you ever do that? Like, do you do the voices when you read for the kids?
Yeah.
I try, and they correct me. And I'm like, do you want to learn how to read, maybe? And then you can do the voices yourself instead of just... Actually,
Mommy
my
needs a
sister
cigarette.
was correcting me. I was doing the voices, and my sister's like, no, it's like... "Mah, mah, mah, mah." Like, why don't you read to your own child, if that's how you're going to
Yeah.
be?
What is it with like little kids' books? Is it's like they're automatically built in with the characters that have a funny voice. Like even though it's on paper, like the pictures are like, well, this is a big bulbous fat guy, so clearly he talks like this all the time. Like I don't know why that is.
I think it's just so they can tell the voices apart.
Yeah,
and
so they
that's
know
why.
who to hate.
Yeah.
Like right away.
And if you do a funny voice like that, it's funny, and so they're like, oh yeah, the big fat guy.
I always end up picking the wrong voices though, because like I'll start reading the part and then get the context, and I'm like,
Yeah.
You'll make the elephant
heed
sound
my
like
warning, I'm gonna get you.
I'm just a friendly old owl who wants to kill you in your nightmares. Yeah, I was always concerned that like I would give kids nightmares if the voice just got too odd, you know, like there's a scary owl in the book, so you just go directly into that like oh, reached into his pocket. Like there is a level that you can't really touch on in a first grade reading
You
class.
don't have to make it as scary as possible.
But that's like what books are to me.
Like the devil.
Yeah. Like, of course, he's like stealing a watch, you know, like that's like,
Yeah.
and he came into their bedroom and took the watch. Like,
Now he just sounds asthmatic.
yeah.
Yeah, can you toss a death rattle on the end
Yeah.
of that one?
Yes, I can. I'm a talented
Put a
reader.
bow on that.
Yeah, little kids are fun. Ed Nugent's going to be a dad, and
Ed Nugent's gonna be a dad.
it's exciting. So,
That's
what
the
is
most exciting nightmare ever.
so what do you have coming up that you're excited for? I know you and I are in a show on Thursday.
Yeah, we
Maple.
are at Sugar Maple with Ryan Holman and Jake Cornelli. Brian
Yeah.
Morris and Stacy Kulo are coming from Madison.
Yeah, Brian
Nick
Brian Morris
Ledesma's
needs a
in that.
couch. Everybody.
Jason Hillman, you're in that. in
I'm actually
case-
not in that.
Oh.
I'm in a show in Madison that night with Damon and Chris Lay.
Oh, right
at
on.
The Inferno.
Well, that sounds fun.
Yeah, that will be fun. That's
that's-
gonna be.
Always forgotten in shows.
Kind of
So
odd.
that's the show you previously committed to.
Yeah, that's right. That's
You're,
right.
you're not on the
let me
flyer.
finish.
That's why you were forgotten. I can tell you that right now. I memorized the flyer because I knew you were going to ask me
Yeah.
about it.
Because you went out of this.
That's a.
Did I say Jake Cornelli? Because he's in it.
Tony
Yeah.
Tudor, maybe.
Tony Tudor's not in it.
He's doing a guest set though.
Oh, okay. Tony Tudor.
But that's an exciting room. Like it's an exciting show that we've done in the past, and there's music there at the end of the show as well.
Oh, yeah. Katie Rash is going to be there. She's
yeah,
fun.
that's
Also, Steve Breeze will be in that show in Madison. Steve Breeze will be in the show at the Inferno in Madison. I just wanted to mention that along with Chris Lay, Damon Millard, and Jason Hillman, Steve Breeze will be in that show in Madison.
Madison's native son, Steve Breeze.
prodigal
the-
son. He's
yeah.
returning. He's returning.
Prodigal son and
Back to Laura and I though. You guys. I mean, big heavy hitters over here. What do I have on my list? Dog sweaters. Do you want to talk about dog sweaters?
Yeah, I do. I
okay.
don't know why you do, but I
Let me
do.
because like I okay, dog sweaters are cute, obviously, but like
because you were raised
Are
in
they-
an upper class household.
are they cute? Are they cruel? Are they both? Or are they like necessary for the dogs? Because I feel like there are some dogs that just like don't need a dog
I'll
sweater.
tell you what's cruel, and that's creating a dog that needs a sweater in the winter. And that's what, if you're going to vilify someone, vilify the people who bred dogs who just stand in the snow and cry if they're not wearing mittens. That's
My,
no one.
Lara's mad at God.
Sorry.
My mom is a miniature schnauzer, and it's adorable. And it has a
Goes without saying.
Christmas sweater that's really cute. But what's cruel is she also makes it dress up for Halloween every year. I think that's cruel.
I mean, lets it, and it's hilarious and wonderful, and that's.
I mean, like, you know, Christmas sweater.
Not to mention all the chocolate it eats.
Right. Yep.
My
all the
cat
time.
is wearing a tutu right now. She is at home. No, she's not.
Because I mean, like, Christmas sweaters are practical because it's like winter and the dogs get cold because the miniature schnauzer doesn't have, you know.
And they love to
Can't you
celebrate.
get your dog a hoodie instead of a Cosby sweater?
yeah.
That's kind of a Christmassy sweater now, a Cosby sweater for dogs. That
I
exists.
don't know. I think it's sillier to get into the fashion of the garment and take up arms about that. Like,
Well, I think it's
if
silly
you're gonna
not-
dress your dog, dress him down at least. I mean, be casual about it. Don't have it prancing
If I was a
around in a
dog, I'd rather have a
tuxedo.
hood.
I have a really fashion-forward dog, though, so, like, that's its own problem, okay? Like, you try getting an Empire waist on
You're
a
gonna force an
shepherd.
animal to wear clothes. Why force it to wear ugly clothes? I mean, yeah,
That's
we have
right.
to talk about the fashion of it because if you're gonna force that animal to do something it doesn't want to do in the first place, probably, because it's probably gonna struggle against you putting that ugly ass sweater on it. Why not have the decency to make it look decent?
Yeah,
Not
and you
if
know
it's a
how
dog
hard
that
it
gets
is
really
to
cold.
get a table at La Trois,
I
and,
wouldn't have
like,
it called dog that
I
gets cold
not
to be
bringing my
fair.
dog there without
I
dressing.
got my
My
cat a
dog
hunting
would be
outfit
a
last
pussy.
year, but she hated it, so I never made her wear it.
I just
Just a hat and a little scarf.
dog.
This is simple, tasteful.
There are fashion items that you think would look good on an animal. Like, for some reason, I would think that, like, a cat could pull off wearing pearls. Like, it just seems like something they would wear.
Yeah, I think
but,
you're
like, but, like, physically, it doesn't seem like it would work. But if a cat walked by me and
Morally, it
it had
doesn't
a
seem
pearl
like it should
necklace
work.
on, I'd be like, that makes perfect
Yeah,
sense.
Fancy
of course.
cat.
Yeah, it's a fancy
Morally.
cat.
I used to have a
And if a Great
chocolate-
Dane was wearing a top hat, that's fine, too.
Yeah. And a monocle.
yeah.
Just
Like,
so
oh,
mad.
good day to you, sir.
A top had a monocle and somehow a cone.
All of you are
It's just the
terrible
most
people.
unfortunate
Just
animal.
we used to have a chocolate lab,
Terrible
and
fun.
so like during deer season, we would dress it in blaze orange so it didn't get shot.
Yeah.
That's pretty practical.
That's very practical.
Yeah, that's
Excellent
practical.
Because it's like big and
Would you saw its horns off, too?
point. What?
no, it's a dog. It doesn't have any.
Well, it wasn't a horn dog.
Again, I would have. Show's over.
He's a real horn dog, right, guys? No, I think that term is derogatory towards dogs, first of all, and horny,
Horny
people.
people.
Wasn't that the name of Drew Carey's tuba band, or like polka band in the Drew Carey show? The Horn Dogs?
Possibly.
Nobody,
If it was,
dogs.
that's really
nobody
funny.
knows that. Nobody knows
No,
that.
that's right. That's right.
Steve, look it up.
And you guys don't know a song by Jerry and the Pacemakers? Why am I the weird one? That's what I want to know. So, getting back to dogs wearing extravagant clothing.
Yeah, let's do it.
Look, I'm gonna give you a dog breed, and you tell me the appropriate outfit. Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Should we go around in a circle? Okay. I'll start with you.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Poodle.
Wig?
Okay.
That's not an article.
No, it's not an art.
Wig? Would it be a straight wig or like a
Okay.
curly
We're
wig?
gonna try this again. Okay.
Take two and try not to suck.
All right. Ready? Chihuahua.
Cat.
Terrible at this game. You were terrible.
That was an awesome answer.
Look. Okay. You do me. I'll show you how this works.
Saint Bernard.
Oh, Santa Claus outfit.
Shawl. Wrong.
It's not. It doesn't work like that. Okay.
Rottweiler.
Shoes.
Ryan.
Sorry.
Rottweiler.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
Charlotte Hornets jacket.
Oh, that's actually correct.
It's the Pelicans now. It's not the Hornets anymore. It's the Pelicans. They just changed it.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
You're a liar.
You're a liar.
Why
No,
are
I'm
there so many
serious.
liars on the show?
No, I'm serious. They changed the name of the Hornets to the Pelicans.
No, they
today.
didn't.
Yeah, they did.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did. Look it up, Steve.
Steve,
I don't believe you at all. Okay.
Charlotte Pelicans.
Yeah, the Pelicans.
First of all, it's the Charlotte
That's the
Bobcats.
appropriate reaction to the Charlotte
No, no.
Pelicans.
That's the reaction that any opposing team
The
would have.
Hornets.
But then,
New Orleans.
but then they're
New
really
Orleans.
Yeah,
good.
the New Orleans.
Pelicans in 2013.
Yeah, New Orleans
What?
Pelicans 2013.
That's
New
true.
Orleans oil-covered Pelicans.
There's gonna be so many like pelicans.
you're-
He does.
They are getting black uniforms.
Well, that goes without saying. And okay,
So
we're
they're
gonna
just gonna be ninjas.
we're gonna try this one more time.
Wait, you would appreciate this. Did you appreciate
I know, but
the
like, it'd just be all
the
black.
Steelers like old timey uniforms where they looked like they were dressed up like bumblebees? I thought.
Yes,
those were
I
fun.
always appreciate that.
We're
Whenever
talking about an old Mexican soap opera.
No, whenever, yeah, that's how they dress. Whenever a team dresses up in their like vintage uniforms and they just look absolutely inappropriate, I'm always a fan. I'm
Yeah,
always like, these guys, somebody's playing a
look like-
joke on these
It's
guys.
their first Halloween.
Yeah, and like if you're one of the players for that team, aren't you just like, oh, this is really great that we get to dress up and celebrate a time when somebody like me could never play for this team
Yeah.
because I'm black.
Yeah.
Or like those hideous
Remember when they used to-
Buccaneers orange, like those
Yeah,
like
the creamsicles.
creamsicles. Yeah.
All right, let's do this one more time. I'm gonna shout a dog name at you. Tell me the appropriate outfit that they
Okay.
would wear. Okay. Doberman Pinscher.
Birkenstocks.
Wiener dog.
A bun.
Of what?
Oh, like a hot dog bun?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let it slide.
That's funny.
Greyhound.
Knives.
Bus seat.
Knives. Okay. All right, that's fine.
Jason.
To think of Bichon.
Whoa.
Dreads.
Dreads. Okay. Thinking of dogs. Mastiff.
I was gonna think
Is
of
that like a big
Huge,
puppy one?
huge dog.
saddle.
Yeah, a saddle would be funny. Is it a boy or a girl?
It's a girl. Thank you for asking.
What color are its eyes?
Green eyes.
Green
Oh,
A fur coat.
fur. Wait.
Fur coat.
What kind of fur?
How much does it weigh?
Okay. Dalmatian.
Camouflage.
Laundry soap.
These aren't articles of clothing. I'm running out.
I am the only one doing this right.
Bulldog.
Oh God. No, not turtleneck.
Wings.
Wings. I like that. I like wings.
What's the sailor's coat? The
Peacoat.
Peacoat.
See, that's reasonable.
That's a good one.
That's reasonable.
that's a good
Yeah,
one.
that is.
I'm still thinking of dogs in my head. Irish Wolfhound.
Poodle.
Irish Wolfhound.
Golden
I'm gonna have to say pants.
That's actually correct. Well, thank you. I think that about seals it. You guys are terrible at that.
Seal.
Really glad. I'm really glad that thinking on our feet is one of our strong suits here at the Cats and
Seal would
Killers.
definitely wear a peacoat. Yeah.
If you tweet us at Cast of Killers, tweet your a dog breed and what you believe that they should be wearing. That should be a fun game for people to play
Yeah.
through the rest of the week or what have you. And we'll read them next week.
Shut up, Steve.
With that being said, with Shut Up Steve being said, we're going to end the show a little bit early. Like we said, the Roman Coin has a new open mic that we're all going to go to. We really want to press that out, so check that out when you get a chance. Lara, you have a plug?
Yeah, I'm also gonna be in the Karma Showcase on Friday.
Oh, absolutely. Probably
Sugar
something I
Maple
should remember.
Thursday, Karma Friday. Yeah.
Nice. Those are two really great shows. If you live on the south side, go to the one on the south side, then come up on the north side for the other one. Or if you have a car, go to both. How
Yeah.
about that? How about them apples? Anything else, you guys?
If you're gonna don't drink if you're gonna go to all the shows and drive all over the place.
Yeah, don't.
Have a DVD. Have a DVD.
Or take
Have a
the bus to
DVD.
either
Yeah,
one.
bring a DVD
yeah, to watch while you're
while
Yeah,
you're
there you go.
driving. Bring a DVD.
Be sure to have a
If you're gonna
personal
drink,
DVD player
have a
in your
DVD.
steering wheel.
Eric Thorson.
Make sure it's Bad Boys 2.
Okay, well, this
That's
is
a great movie. Bad
it's
Boys.
another
No, it's not.
It's a good-
It's very violent and profane.
it's another great installment of the Killer
What are you
Radio
looking
Show.
for
I
in
want to
Bad
thank
Boys
Lara
2?
Bites for coming on.
Thank you.
I'm gonna mute those guys.
Wait till Bad Boys 1.
Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week on the Killer Radio Show.